Alrighty, and we are live. I love some of the hype going on in the chat, especially NJ. Drum roll, please. I appreciate that. No, it tragically is not Hank. It is just myself joining you today. Long time no see, everybody. If you just came from the writing sprints, if you didn't just come from the writing sprints, then real long time no see, perhaps. But welcome to our wrap-up event for November. This is such a bittersweet event. I'm really happy with how this month has gone. I'm really proud of how everybody is, or of how everybody has done. But I'm sad that November is over, right? I'm sad that we had all this fun, this excitement, these daily sprints. We got to know each other so well. And now, I don't know if we're going back to regularly scheduled programming, because I don't know if it can be regularly scheduled after this. I don't know if we can go back to what we were doing in like September, but it won't be the same. It won't be Nano for the next 11 months, right? It won't be the 60-day challenge for the next 11 months. So hello, everybody. Hello. A bunch of familiar names. I always want to say faces. Maybe one day when we do like a in-person thing. But for now, just names. I like seeing how some folks are sticking to that no 0 days thing. We have a couple things to get through today, but I do just want to let people roll in, see those names, say hi to everyone. Hopefully, I see some people here saying that they want to hit their goal tonight. If you're participating in Nano or the 60-day challenge, you still have, a day and a half to get those last words in. If you don't reach your 50,000, that's fine. The fact that you wrote anything at all and you're here with me is super cool. So thank you. Thank you for joining us. Us, the royal us. It is just me, but the entire Dabble crew is here in spirit, if not celebrating with their families right now. All right. So in this show, I don't know how long we're going to run. I'm thinking an hour, but it might be, less, might be more. Depends on how much gabbing we do. But I want to go through a couple things. I want to recap the month. I want to talk about successes and challenges. We're going to talk about that super secret surprise that launches tomorrow, but you might be able to get access to today. Talk about some offers that we have, including offers for NaNoWriMo participants and 60-day challenge participants, and some Black Friday discounts. Then we'll have some Q&A time where you can really ask me anything, and I'll give you anything writing related, Dabble related, and I'll try and give you the best answers that I can. I really like doing Q&A with someone else to get an outside perspective, because writing being the subjective art that it is, there is no one answer to most questions, but I'll give you the best I got. And then we can just chat about, some stuff coming up in December, maybe. All right. So Ashpash has had no 0 days and averaging 4,000 words a day. That's crazy. I saw a cat yesterday in the sprints is doing word milli or something, 1 million words in a year. Also wild. Okay. So, and Athena saying, I wish I could have done the entire 60 days, but maybe next time. Definitely join us next time. We'll be doing that again in October for sure. Okay. So let's talk about what happened this past month. And in the chat, I do encourage you to share your experiences from this past month. Let's start with, what you loved about what's gone on in November, whether that be stuff that we did together, stuff you've done on your own for your writing. Let me know. But I put together a quick list here in between the sprint and now about what we did over the last month. And we've done Monday to Friday writing sprints. We've done 60-day novel challenge live streams. We've done a nano success workshop. We had a special guest workshop with Sarah Cannon. We've done inspirational videos, live Q&A sessions, 5-minute craft chats, writing marathons, including the all-day one that was so much fun earlier this week. I saw a ton of people hit their writing goals, especially this week. I saw so many people say they've developed writing habits and sticking to that no 0 days oath, one might say. And a bunch of friends were made. I loved seeing everyone exchanging nano names in the chat, adding each other on the Storycraft Cafe, just, writing together outside of our events too. That was really, really cool. So those were some of the highlights of some of the highlights of my November. It was a very cool experience, and I'm really appreciative of everyone who was here. Shelly says, I've done this for 5 years, but this is my first time completing the 50K. Thanks for Dabble, the 60-day challenge. It's made all the difference. Shelly, that is so kind. And I'm screenshotting that because I'm going to save that comment for later. Oh, that's so inspiring. All right. Let's see here. Renee did 7 days, but committing to not having that going forward. And again, we commit to no 0 days. Sometimes 0 days happen, but if you put in the effort to make them not happen, that's the commitment part of it, right? So when you do have a 0 day, that's okay because it means that something extraneous, yeah, has happened. I don't know. Something out of your control, something abnormal. So we strive for the no 0 days so that we can just be consistent when life doesn't hit us with those left hooks. Ashpash really loved the sprint. Feels like a community with everyone cheering each other on. Yeah, it was awesome. Pyre loved hearing about everyone's stories. That's one of my favorite parts, honestly, about my job, is just hearing about people's novels and what they're passionate about and what they're working on. Made learn that writing doesn't have to be as solitary as much as you thought it always did. Absolutely. There's like this idea that writing is this endeavor that you just lock yourself away in a room and do by yourself, but that is not the truth. There are very solitary elements to it, right? You are writing these words, unless you're co-authoring with someone, you're writing all the words. But it is still a community thing, and it still requires outside feedback and support and cheerleaders and all that. Uh, Amady saying still nothing goes further than just how lovely the community's been. I love that. B wrote a lot of words. Yeah, you did. Almost 100,000. One nano. Made tons of new friends, started a book. Oh no. I'm sorry you made your best friend upset, but I'm glad you for all the rest. Athena asking, will Dabble be doing any nano related things in April and July as well? That's when the camps are. Not that I'm aware of as of yet, but all of our brain power has been dedicated to planning for this month and then executing it. So we will reconvene in December and January and figure out what some upcoming events are. So I'll pass that along to the team. Paul has written every day except for 3 days in April because of the hospital. That's impressive. Awesome. Athena, to be fair, we do lock ourselves in a room and then join this community instead. I love it. All right. Okay. Let's do this. Okay. So, what I would also love to hear from everyone is what are some of the challenges that you face this month? Because ultimately, both the 60-day novel challenge and NaNoWriMo, you've heard me say this before, they are challenges. They're meant to be difficult. You cannot coast through them, right? It takes planning, it takes commitment, it takes a little bit of sacrifice. So, what are some challenges that you face this month? Personally, and I joke about this every time. So I had to go to my brother's wedding in Jamaica. Woe is me, right? Had to spend a week at an all-inclusive resort. First time, my first time being anywhere tropical. And I was having a good time. I was celebrating with family. I didn't get as much writing done as I wanted to, not nearly as much. So getting behind by nearly a week because I stuck to no 0 days, but no 0 days meant 20 words some days and not the 1667 I was aiming for. Getting behind has really made these last couple weeks difficult to catch back up with. And as a result, today I need to write 3,000 words. Tomorrow I need to write 3,000 words to hit that 50,000 word goal. That's not easy, especially at the end of the month when you're feeling tired. Oh, this is an inspirational thing from this past month, but David saying everyone egging me on, help me carry on, even as you lost your laptop. Yeah, David, those thumbs got a workout this month, and I'm really proud of you for sticking with it, even with the laptop disappearing. NJ, there will be writing sprints after Nano. Every Wednesday we have writing sprints, and maybe we'll throw in a few more. I'll see what I can do for you. Pyre saying, poor Doug. Right? It makes me feel silly to say, oh, it was a setback to go on vacation, but that when you're doing a challenge, so in the future, I would not book a vacation for when I'm trying to do a difficult month-long challenge, right? But I don't have control over when other people do things that I need to attend. Chris Ann asking, I only found these sprints on the private NaNoWriMo page. Can any of the other Dabble events be listed there as well? I don't know if we have the capacity to list them there. I can ask about that. We do post a lot in the Storycraft Cafe, which I will get you a link for right now. That is a Dabble-sponsored community of writers, both dabblers and non-dabblers alike. And most, if not everything that we do happens on our YouTube channel here. So either subscribe to our YouTube channel, turn on those notifications so you get to see when Hank or Robert or I go live, and subscribe to our newsletter as well. Robert sends out a weekly newsletter that has resources in it, has tips in it, writing prompts, and will update you on future events. And let me just quickly grab a link for our newsletter. Let me see if I can do that. No. Sorry, bear with me here. Or what I'll do whilst I'm looking, because I want to manage the chats as well. If you just go to dabblewriter.com, go to the footer, you can sign up for our newsletter there. I know I have a better link somewhere. I'll find it. I'll find it somewhere. Okay. Let me just see what everyone else here. Tiny here saying, I realized that my drafts were not developed enough and I've lost time reflecting on what should happen here and there. And that's something that you can use going forward. Perhaps you put more time into the planning part of the novel writing process. And, we have stuff to help you out with that. We have a whole bunch of resources. The 60-day novel challenge template will really help out with that. But maybe you just need to invest more in the planning stage of it. B is saying that the friend was jealous of you writing too much and, in her opinion, ignoring your friend. Yeah, and that's one of the things when we say that there are sacrifices during a challenge like this, like if people don't understand why this is meaningful to you, then they can truly see writing as this selfish act. We're taking all this time for ourselves in a pursuit of our own fulfillment. But I think that's important for people to do. And I think I'm preaching to the choir here. I think you understand that this is important for you. But it's just maybe having those conversations with your friends, let them know why this is so important. And if they don't understand, then that's on them. Right? You've done all that you can. Renee saying a challenge is finding out that I'm a lot slower editing than regular writing, and I had to change my overall goal in the first week of November. And that's fair, right? But you only find that out by actually doing it and learning. And then you adjust to make something sustainable and realistic, and then you'll achieve your goals. Matey faced your own doubts as you wrote. I want to give up too many times as I've convinced myself that my writing is just awful. Listen, I'm, writing my 6th book and I guess wrote a novella this month or just about to finish it. And I still have those moments. I still write stuff that is garbage. If you were looking at some of the writing sprints over the last week, then you know that some of the stuff, like it's rough draft stuff. But remind yourself that A, you are good at this, and B, you will get better at it. But then C, all rough drafts get polished. That's their purpose. Their purpose is to become better. It's just we think that storytelling is all about just writing that story. No, it's about making it better too. But yes, I feel you there. Riverstar, define what's involved in a writing sprint. A writing sprint is what we've been doing where we write for 15 or 20 minutes nonstop. We don't stop to edit. We don't stop to think. We just write. Then we take a break. Then we go back. We do it again and repeat. We've been doing it as a group all month. We do it every Wednesday, where we usually do like 3 20-minute writing sprints. And then, yeah, it's just a great way to commit to productivity, I guess. Okay. I'm trying to catch up here. Ginger says it only took you 50 years to push yourself to the front of the line and write like you've always wanted to. Again, writing can feel selfish, but you've got it. I'm glad you finally understood that this is an important thing to you and you're making time for something that's important to you. That's awesome. Okay. All right. Let me put this up. Rough drafts are like coal and leave marks on us. After editing, we pressure that hunk of coal into a diamond. I really like that, B. Lana saying, I've been trying to win NaNoWriMo every year since 2019, and this is the first time I feel this close to reaching the end, only about 1,500 words away. You've got this. You've got this. And, we don't have a writing sprint tomorrow, but post in the Storycraft Cafe or send an email to team@dabblewriter.com. Let us know when you hit that 50,000 word mark. Really proud of you. All right. So those are our successes and challenges. Now, let's talk about a couple new things coming, I guess, because as much as I want to just reminisce about what this month has been, I'll get emotional and then I'll get teary and then we'll have to cut the stream. So one of the things that you'll see if you're following our NaNoWriMo advent calendar, which is at dabblewriter.com/NaNoWriMo, is that tomorrow we have the big super secret surprise that we've been teasing all month. And if you joined Robert and I on Monday, we showed you the trailer for it. But for those who don't know, that surprise is Dabble is launching some courses narrated / run by me, I guess, and put together by myself, Robert, and Abby, who is a fantastic writer who worked on a whole bunch of articles on Dabble U and is now assisting us with the courses as well. So those technically launch on Saturday, but they are actually public today. And I'm going to show you how to get to them because these first two are 100% free. All you need is a Storycraft Cafe account, which in itself is 100% free as well. So let me just throw my screen up here. Okay, so here you see the Storycraft Cafe. We're logged into my account, so it might look a little different than yours because it has some admin privileges and whatnot. But here's the homepage. And there are two ways that you can navigate to these courses. The easiest one, up here at the top, you'll see courses. Let me know if my audio starts cutting in and out a little bit, and I can drop my video and just talk through this part. But we go to courses. We have the two here. Finally finish your first draft and what to do with your Nano draft. Both of these are available now. You can go sign up for them. They will be available for free in perpetuity. So if you don't get to them this weekend, you don't sign up for them this weekend, that's fine. When you hop into one, you'll see it like this. And this is what it'll look like. You'll see that this one, finally finish your first draft, has almost 3 hours of content spread across 38 lessons. And in those lessons, there's stuff like downloadable workbooks, reference lists, checklists, that kind of stuff. There's a lot of content in here in addition to all the videos. And so it's very cool. I'm super excited for it. Honestly, between you and I, this finally finish your first draft, I was a little nervous. You'll find in the first couple of modules, I feel a little nervous, but I get into it and it's just so good. I'm so proud of what we've all put together here. And I hope it's very valuable to you, especially if you succeeded in your goal of Nano this year and you want to revise what you're working with. This What to Do with Your Nano Draft course is going to be perfect for you. And that has just over 3 hours of content in it, 39 lessons, again, including a PDF to help you with your revision plan, mapping it all out for the months to come. So it's very, very cool. Yeah, well, kudos. Yeah, it's so good. You click on here, it has the video, right? It has a little description, and you can jump between it. You can also bookmark lessons that are super important to you. So there are some, especially in this Nano Draft one, revising your Nano Draft, where you're looking at the big story elements, and if there's one that is a particular weakness of yours that you're aware of, you can bookmark it to always come back to it. So that's so exciting. I'm thrilled to hear what you all think about it when you go in. Again, all you need, well, it looks like it looks like a bunch of you signed up, even as we've been going through here. So I'm going to stop sharing the page here because I don't want to, share too many names and whatnot. But all you need is a Storycraft Cafe account. You can also leave comments on the courses as a way to chat with one another, ask questions if you aren't sure of things. And we can go in and check those every now and then. Athena's asking, what will the paid courses be about? Yeah, so that leads me to my next point. So we have 2 courses up now, but the idea is to continue adding courses in perpetuity for as long as we can until, as I said in our private Dabble chat, until the sun consumes the earth. We're going to try and keep adding courses. But what's important to us as Dabble is that we are supporting all writers. And that's what's been a key thing for me in all the years that I've been working for Dabble. We have 450 plus articles on Dabble U for free for everyone. We have 2 ebooks that you can get for free. We have our newsletter. We have the YouTube channel that we invest a lot of time in, all this content. And so the courses going forward, there will be a mix of both free courses and premium courses. Every time we release a batch of courses, there will be at least one free course in there for you to get access to, whether you're paying or not. When it comes to premium courses, eventually we will add it so that you can either pay for access to the course library, or if you're a Dabble Premium member, then you can get access to all the premium courses as well. Ashpash saying I'm blushing. My natural shade of red. So yeah, so that's the plan going forward. We have a whole bank of different things that we want to make courses about. Some are already in production. We're getting the scripts made for them. We're going to start recording them soon. We're aiming for probably quarterly releases, but we'll see what happens there. So hopefully these first two, whet your appetite, come back for more, whether the free or the premium ones will be a good time. And for that, I have to naturally transition to plugging Dabble Premium, because those who are in Premium here or have just heard me speak before know that my role in Dabble largely is handling the Premium community. Every month, I put on a workshop for Dabble Premium. There's bonus newsletters bi-weekly for Dabble Premium. We get extra resources, extra deep dive articles. The workshop that Sarah Cannon put on earlier this month, that is a normal guest workshop that would happen for Dabble Premium members. So and we have bi-weekly office hours with Hank and I for Dabble Premium members. Plus, we got more coming, like these courses. So yeah, Renee saying Dabble Premium getting better and better. That's another thing that was very important to me as well, right? Is that we just keep upping the premium experience. And so that leads me to talking about what the deals are that we have going on. And now, to be clear, I'm not a salesy person. I did not get into sales. I'm in marketing and writing. So I'm gonna lay out the facts for you, and you do with them what you will. But Ash Bash bi-weekly, meaning every 2 weeks. Yes. Yeah, every 2 weeks, not twice a week. So if you participated in the 60-day novel challenge or NaNoWriMo, you already had access to 20% off a year of Dabble, whether you did that monthly or as an annual subscription. If you hit your 50,000 word goal in either the challenge or NaNoWriMo, you can get 50% off a year of Dabble. You'll get the coupon code if it's with the 60-day challenge. You fill out a form that's in our community on the Storycraft Cafe. If you are doing it through Nano, you'll get it through their system once your word count's been verified. Sorry, I have a lingering cough, so bear with me. So whether you just participated, you can get a discount. If you won, if you hit that goal, then you get an even bigger discount for a year. And that is for whatever plan you want, whether the basic, standard, or premium. But today is Black Friday, which means that sales are happening everywhere, but the best sales, they're happening here. And so we have a sale going on for premium specific subscriptions. If you want to join me in the Dabble Premium experience, I'm going to paste the link here so you can go check it out, but I'll explain it to you. And B said I'll get it on Monday, payday. Yes, so this sale for Black Friday does run until Monday, inclusive of Monday. So you don't have to get it today. You have all weekend until Monday to get it. But for this one, you can get 30% off a year of premium for 1 year of Dabble. Actually, let me share my screen. So you don't even have to go to the link. You can just see. If you go for 2 years of Dabble, you get 40% off the price of a 2-year premium subscription. And normally lifetime access to Dabble is priced at 3 years of Dabble Premium. But for this, we are knocking it down to 50% of that price for lifetime access, 50% off the normal price. So often we'll discount lifetime to 25% of that price. This is the only time we discount it more than that. So if you want lifetime access to Dabble Premium, it's at 50% off the standard price, which would normally be 3 years of premium, which means for the normal cost of a year and a half, you get lifetime access to premium. All of that's going on for this weekend, for Black Friday. And yeah, you won't find bigger discounts for Dabble throughout the year. This is our biggest sale of the year, and it would be really cool if I had you join me in premium, or if that doesn't fit your budget, because if there's one thing I'm more passionate about than helping Dabble Premium members, it's making sure that writers do what's best for them. And so keep your budget in mind. You have that 20% off for participating in NaNoWriMo or the 60-day challenge. You have 50% off a year if you succeeded. If it does allow in the budget to get lifetime access or 2 years of premium, then you can go with our Black Friday sales. Blackblade, thank you. Yeah, they're very exciting offers. Athena saying, I have to say the newsletter Dabble sent out today about the writing relevant offers was absolutely amazing. Thank you. And that's the thing. We really try to just provide value whenever we can. And that is more important and has always been more important to the team here than anything else, right? We are writers ourselves. We're doing this to support writers. So that really makes me happy to see. Mady saying struggle to fit the funds. I get it. And again, it is like it's not a negligible amount of money, which hopefully If you use the 20% off or 50% off for NaNoWriMo or the 60-day novel challenge, you can choose the monthly option, so you don't have to pay all up front, and then you can just factor in a monthly expense if that fits with your budget, right? Let's see. Amy asking, does Dabble give critiques of story structure? We did have an event called Feedback Friday for a little bit. It didn't gain much traction where we would give a small sample critique for folks. We don't have any like editors. Well, I'm an editor and on staff, but we don't have like an editing team that provides that service. If you're looking for something like that, then I suggest somewhere like Readsy is a great place to find editors, or come to a Q&A session. Riverstar is primarily interested in being able to work with a co-author who is out of work and can't afford squat. Yeah, so if someone can't afford anything, then that's I can't say make them buy it. But I would say if you go to our pricing page, then you can see exactly what factors into which tier of Dabble, and co-authoring works at the premium tier, but only at the premium tier. So they would need that in order to co-author. Paul asking, how easy is it to upgrade from basic to premium? It is as easy as clicking on your little profile in Dabble and going to billing, and you can change your subscription there. All right. Ginger asking, can this offer be billed monthly? So when you use if you use the 20% or 50% off through the 60-day novel challenge or Nano, depending on if you hit your 50,000 or not. Can't remember if you did, Ginger, forgive me. I'm a lot on my head and I feel like we just talked about this. But yes, you can use those for monthly for a year's worth of monthly payments. For the like lifetime access and the 2-year premium access, that is only a one-time payment. That is not split up monthly. B saying it's easier than switching to Netflix. Riverstar, yeah, for co-authoring, you do both need premium. Yes. Athena, that one I'm not 100% sure on. I'm not savvy to the development side of Dabble. I'm a basic tech guy, but not that techy. But I know it has to do with the processing power behind it and the access to the tools and whatnot. But we do have Pro Writing Aid is integrated to help with your spelling through Dabble, or you can use Grammarly if you're using the browser extension. But yeah, if you want to upgrade to get style check in there as well, then yeah, that's at premium. Riverstar saying there's 2 alpha readers. Now you can share to a web link. Dabble will publish like a chapter, a scene, or your entire book to a web link for an alpha reader to read. They don't need access to Dabble in order to do that, but then they can't, of course, leave comments or highlight or sticky notes or anything like that. Riverstar, I'm not sure on that. Robert, I see you're in the chat. Can you confirm if a basic member can be invited to work with a premium member? I'm not 100% on that one. Lana, can't believe I just discovered the channel this week. Where you've been all my life. We've been here, but we have definitely got a lot of new friends this month, and I really appreciate everyone joining. Okay. All right. So if you have any other questions about the sales, let me know, and I'll answer them the best I can. Again, a quick rundown before I move on to the next part of this is that if you participated in Nano or 60-day writing challenge, you get 20% off, and those coupon codes are available on Nano or in our Storycraft Cafe. If you won by hitting the 50,000 word mark, Nano will verify that and give you a coupon code for 50% off a year's worth of Dabble. You can submit a form to claim your coupon code in the Storycraft Cafe if you're doing it through the 60-day novel challenge. Now for Black Friday, you can get 30% off a year of Dabble, 40% off 2 years of Dabble, and that's the premium level. Or for 50% off the regular price of Lifetime, which is normally the 3-year price, you can get a lifetime access to Dabble. And that's all our workshops coming up, all the courses that we're going to make, all the extra resources, and of course, all the functions in the tool itself. I often think about all the bonus stuff that we add to premium because that's the fun stuff that I get to do for work. But there is all of the extra stuff that comes with premium, like co-authoring, the advanced grammar and style checks, word tools like Read to Me and the Thesaurus. and then some extra support if you need it. Robert's confirming yes. So yeah, okay, Riverstar, my apologies. I guess we both learned something new today. You can invite a basic member to work with you if you're a premium member. Look at that. Thank you, Robert. Awesome. Just confirming there. You can co-author with share with anyone who has a Dabble account. So Riverstar, if you have premium and they have basic, you're good to go. And let them know about that 20% off. And that way, hopefully that fits more into their budget. All righty. So that really covers all the big points I want to talk about. We talked about what's happened this month. We talked about successes and challenges. We talked about the courses that are launching. Again, 2 free courses for you over on the Storycraft Cafe. You just need to register to the cafe, no cost whatsoever. You can go through those. We're really happy with them. We're so excited to bring more. And then the deals going on. Now I have reserved some time for some Q&A. If anyone has questions, whether sales related or Dabble related or writing related, I have time to chat with y'all. Maybe asking if it's out of our budget to get it at all, how long do we have after NaNoWriMo to get our stories out? So your trial goes for NaNoWriMo extended the whole month of November, but your work is saved for as long as you need it. You just can't edit it in Dabble once your trial has expired. You can still export it to a Word document, a Google Doc, a text document if you want. It will always be there. We will not get rid of it. I'd say try and get it within the year. Like, don't let it go for longer than a year, but we don't go and like purge accounts. Blackblade asking if there's a difference between the pro writing aid that comes with Dabble and the PWA you get as a standalone. So pro writing aid has more tools in their standalone. Like they have some genre specific stuff. They're introducing some like AI stuff that we don't use in ours. Our spelling, grammar, and style check are powered by their software. It is not like a plant of their software into Dabble, if that makes sense. So it will check for spelling, grammar, and style. It will not do the other stuff that Pro Writing Aid does on its own. Shelly asking, I want to change my project goal to 100K by the end of December. How do I do that? Let me see if I can pull up. Bear with me. Okay. Let me share my Dabble here. Okay, so this is my bigger work in progress. So if I click on, can we see that all right? Yes, and we can see my mouse. Perfect. You click on the cog up here. So I had 140,000 by September 30th, and technically I even have some extra words outside of Dabble here. But let's say I want to hit 180,000 by the end of the year, which is accurate actually. As simple as that. You change the goal and you change the deadline. You can also go in. I'm not going to be working like writing on Christmas Day, for example. Maybe I'm traveling on that day too. So we'll say I'm not working on those days. So it alters it. And that's that. Oh, since I'm linked to NaNoWriMo, the goal change doesn't appear to be straightforward. It should work the same. Like you should be able to change this goal. But if that doesn't work, give our lovely support folks an email at support@dabblewriter.com, and they'll help you out a little more than that. Okay. Let me. Okay. Chris Ann asking, can I join Storycraft Cafe if I don't use Dabble? First of all, why? No, I'm kidding. Of course you can. That's one of the things, again, very important to us, that is a home for all authors. So whether you use Dabble or not, the Storycraft Cafe is a place for writers to support one another, get feedback, ask questions, celebrate, that sort of stuff. So yes, you can join the Storycraft Cafe if you don't use Dabble. Kate, Doug, question. Did you post the question before? Oh, Kate, I can't see if you asked a question before. I'm trying to remember how to save my work to a thumb drive. Was that the question? Because if that's the case, let me throw this back up. Export to probably a Word document if you want, and then you save that Word document to your thumb drive. Simple as that. Let me know if that was the question though, or if there's another question. Okay. NJ keeps missing huge chunks. That's okay, NJ. You can watch it back afterwards too, right? This is available on YouTube for replay whenever you like. Jane, so revisiting my question about making a new goal in my project with a more sustainable daily word count. So, Jane, did you see when I just did that, changing the deadline and the overall word count goal? Really, I'd play around with that and try and figure out a word count goal that's sustainable for you. And Dabble will do the math for you. It'll tell you once you've chosen those two new things what your daily goal will be. Maybe use the writing sprints that we've been doing as a gauge. Like if you can do 2 sprints a day, what does that look like? Okay. NJ asking, is there? I'm just making sure Robert didn't answer it. Asking, is there an offline version of Dabble that will save on a device instead of a cloud? If Dabble doesn't have access to the internet via, like if you're on your phone via your data connection or via Wi-Fi on any device, it will save locally until you are online again, and then it will back up to the cloud. And so that way you don't lose a word whether you have access to the internet or not. Beauty Heretic saying that Dab will stop synchronizing with Nano at some point automatically. Okay. I'll let the dev team know about that. I don't know if that's a localized issue, like just for you, or if it's happening to a bunch of people, but we'll definitely look into it. Mina, Deb will be gone by tomorrow. Yeah, I know, but it's been a pleasure having you. And again, if it doesn't work with the budget or you can't get it, I get it, but you can still come to our writing sprints. You can still write with us, whether you're a dabbler or not. We're going to be happy to see you there. Ashbash, thank you so much for joining us, and congrats on all the great progress you made this month. Really excited to see you at our next writing sprint. Matey asking, do you have any advice for how to, once we've gone through more drafts and are ready to go, find beta readers, editors, and a cover designer? A lot of that you'll find information for in one of those free courses, the How to Revise Your Nano Draft that we just dropped. So I encourage you to go through that because it'll also help with your revision process in general. We also have some articles on Dabble U about beta readers. Let me quickly grab that for you. One of those is how to find beta readers as well. As far as editors and cover designers go, I'd always say go with recommendations first. If you have writing friends who have people they recommend and fit your genre. Otherwise, Readsy is a great place. I really am a big fan of their marketplace. They have a very strong vetting process, so you know that you have professionals in there that you're working with. Renee is saying to Beauty Heretic that disconnecting and reconnecting fix the syncing issues. Okay. Yeah, Chris Ann, again, focus, do what's best for you. Don't just get it because, you know, we've been awesome this month. When it works for your life, then we're happy to have you. Riverstar asking, does Devil require a goal? No. No, it does not. You don't have to set one. You can just work at your own pace. It is just there if it helps you. Again, something that we've mentioned a couple times this month is that goals are meant to be empowering. So if you see a word count goal and it is discouraging or you can't find that you reach it, that's not an effective goal for you anymore. You want a goal that you can work hard to reach, but you can reach. And then you reward yourself for it and you then strive for the next one because it is a positive feedback experience. Some people set goals in terms of time that they spend writing. I'm going to spend 30 minutes every other day writing, or I'm going to spend 15 minutes every day writing. That's a great goal as well. Doesn't have to be word count based. I think I got a 0 day because of a syncing issue. Sometimes technology just doesn't work for us. Mina saying, please add the pay safe card to the pay options. I'll pass that along. Robert, if you can note that. But Robert's heading out. Thanks for joining me here, Robert, and answering some of the questions. Vigilante's asking, will there be another event in December? So in December, let me just pull up our calendar real quick. I know we're taking a little bit of time to regroup, and see what's coming up, but we do have some stuff going on in December. So we have every Wednesday, we're still going to have a writing sprint going on. The exceptions might be Christmas Day and New Year's Day. I don't think we're going to do sprints then. But for the next 3 weeks in December, we are doing sprints every Wednesday at either 12:30 or 2. I'll confirm on that, but subscribe to the YouTube channel and you'll get the notification when that goes up. So we will do that every week, and then in January we start again every week. That's a weekly thing that's happening. And I also have on Tuesday the 10th, I'm hosting the next Dabble Premium workshop. We're talking about story structure. So if you are a premium member, go ahead and make sure you're registered for that. If you plan on signing up for premium or taking advantage of that lifetime offer, then you'll get an email on Monday with the sign up link. Okay. And she's asking where I could work in the stories. Jane saying that I could be a librarian. Renee, I love how you and Dabble promote such a healthy mindset about goals and spending money, etc. Dabble's a company I can get behind when it comes to their values. And that's honestly super important to me too. And I really appreciate you saying that. That really makes me happy. One of the best parts about working for Dabble are the values that go with it when it comes to helping writers and supporting writers. When I first joined Dabble, it was freelance article writing. And now, I'm full-time managing the premium community, doing cool events like these and the fireside chats. Hank and I are also going to have a fireside chat sometime in December, at least one, but we'll schedule that on YouTube soon. So keep an eye out for that. But yeah, it is all about supporting writers. It's very cool. I really I get to write and I get to support writers, and it's a good time. NJ saying librarian, a knight librarian, perhaps a dragon librarian shifter. I'll take either. Ginger saying having a problem with signing up for the Black Friday premium lifetime as it doesn't want to let me change from the current subscription I took for during the Nano challenge. Shall I email? Yes, please do. Email. I'll drop it in the chat here. support@dabblewriter.com. When it comes to that technical stuff, I am not your guy. I'm sorry. I wish I could be, but I don't know what goes on behind the scenes with that sort of stuff. So please shoot them an email. David saying, I was using W for a year before I dipped my toes into Dabble Writer. Now I'm hooked and will definitely use my winner's coupon to join the premium. I really appreciate that, David. I'm really looking forward to seeing you at our premium events. That makes me feel so good too, right? We have 450 plus articles on Dabble U. 100 and something written by myself, 100 and something written by Abby, and then a bunch written by other writers, like we had Nisha for a while. So it's awesome that you were able to use that for so long, and that brought you here. Very cool. Awesome. Okay. So any other questions, throw them my way. Or you can email, well, support is for support, but you can email team@dabblewriter.com. If you have any comments about anything, let them know what your favorite parts of the month were, what you want to see more of. That can get right to me. No problem. Again, we are off for the weekend. Man, it's the end of November. It keeps hitting me. It keeps hitting me like a punch. You all have made this month so fantastic. And I know I speak for the team when I say this, but we are really appreciative of you coming to our events, of you writing so many freaking words and just making this a really cool time, both for us and everyone that came. Kate asking, how do I download from Dabble software to thumb drive? Kate, if you go to, again, I'll show it once more. So you go to the 3 dots next to your book, go to export to, and then choose that. That will download whatever file you want, and then you just save that to your thumb drive. It'll download it to your downloads folder, but then you can just move it to a thumb drive. And where will the coupons be? So if you participated through Nano, then they are provided by Nano through their site. The coupons are on there. If you did the 60-day novel challenge, then you'll find the 20% off coupon in the community under the discount code space. There's also a form you can fill out if you hit that 50,000 word mark, where you can submit that. And then once that's verified, we will shoot you a 50% off coupon. Jane's going to be going through the advent calendar all December. I love that. Riverstar asking, where does one go to take advantage of the 50% off for lifetime premium? That will be our Black Friday page. Let me grab you the link for that. There it is. How long will the Nano completion coupon be good for? I believe it is good until the end of the year. I will extra confirm that, and we'll say it again on Wednesday during our writing sprint if you want to swing by then. But I'm confident it is until at least the end of the year, so you have all of December. Pyre had some liquid courage and think you're going to finish your book tonight. That's awesome. uh, Emily, truly inspired to get your first Nano novel you wrote many years ago and you really love but never knew how to proceed with. I hope that course gives you the guidance that you need. That I was so just happy making that course, because as an editor and a writer, it is very important stuff that is very confusing, right? And there's no clear process in a lot of places on what you're supposed to do once the book is done. So really take advantage of that, what to do with a Nano draft course. Awesome. Well, yes, I'm out for the weekend. I might be hanging around the Storycraft Cafe if I get some time, but I still have a few thousand words to write to finish up my own challenge novel. Otherwise, we will be back next week on Wednesday with another writing sprint, and make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications so you see when we put up things or when we go live with things like the fireside chats and whatnot. If Dabble is something that you want to get, remember we have those coupon codes if you're in the 60-day novel challenge or NaNoWriMo. And then today until Monday for Black Friday, we have 30% off a year of premium Dabble, 40% off 2 years, and then 50% off the normal lifetime price of Dabble. And that gets you premium forever. And then if you do that, I'll see you in the workshop on the 10th. All right, Riverstar, I will give you this link, and then I'm signing off. There it is. Once more, thank you, everybody. This has been such an incredible month. It's been awesome getting to write with all of you, getting to know all of you. And I hope to see those familiar names and new names in the events that we have coming up. Always make sure to say hi whenever we're doing an event, or just leave a comment, or join us in the Storycraft Cafe. But thank you. It's been such a pleasure, and I'll see you around.